In this video, we will try to change the door swing in a dryer as demonstrated with a GE dryer. In this view, we can see the dryer door along with the wall next to the dryer. We can see the hinges of the dryer door on the right side of this view. What this means is that the door swings open away from the wall. When the door is open at 90 degrees from the opposite side of the wall, it will be blocking the operator. Luckily, this door swings open to almost 180 degrees. We're going to change the hinges to be on the left side of this view. This will change the way the door swings and it will swing toward the wall. What we're going to be looking for are mounting holes on the opposite side where the door hardware is currently installed. As seen, there are two plastic caps which are covering holes. These holes are in the same locations that the hinges are installed on the opposite side. Before beginning this procedure, you may want to get all the plastic caps to replace them if they are damaged by the removal. We will remove the plastic caps with a flathead screwdriver. This is GE dryer model GHDP490EF5WW. Although this is demonstrated on a GE dryer, this procedure may also be applied to other dryers with reversible doors. Now we will remove two more plastic caps near the bottom of the machine. Removing these caps exposes the holes to which the hinges will be reinstalled on. In this view, we can see the strike plate which is used to hold the door shut. We will now remove the two screws from the strike plate. In this view, we can see the bind plate which is the flat plate. We will now remove the two screws from the bind plate. We will now reinstall the strike plate where the bind plate was previously installed. We will now reinstall the bind plate where the strike plate was previously installed. We will now remove the screws for the top hinge. Although I will be removing all the screws for both hinges, this is not the proper procedure. The proper procedure would be removing the bottom screws of the hinges first, loosening the top screws, then lifting the door up and out. After the door is out, the remaining screws would then be removed. Since the holes are exposed, we can use the caps from the other side to cover them up. Now that all the screws for the hinges are removed, the door is free. In this view, you can see how the holes for the hinge are cut. This is done so you can install the top screws first. After the top screws are installed, you can then move the door in and down until the hinges are set on the screws. We will now reinstall the door by starting with the top screw only for the top hinge. We will now start the top screw for the bottom hinge. Now we can put the hinge over the top screws and push the door in and down to set it in place. With the door set in place, we can start to reinstall the bottom screw for the top hinge. Now we can start to reinstall the bottom screw for the bottom hinge. We will tighten the screws on all the hinges. Now we can close the door and check that it stays closed with the strike plate. This concludes changing the swing of the dryer door from one side to the other. Thank you for watching.